YouTubers, and welcome to the next part in my Doctor Who Dapol figure reviews. For this next part, I'm going to be looking at the playsets of Dapol, which, in a nutshell, is basically the TARDISes. I shall just remove this Dapol model TARDIS and show you the first Dapol merchandise released, which was this. Oh, I haven't got a lot of room. The 25th anniversary commemorative set. Now, you're probably wondering, why is there bubble wrap in there? Well, this is actually the second playset we've had. This one was bought on eBay a few years ago now. So the box for this is really great. It's so retro, it's awesome. You have the McCoy era Doctor Who logo with the TARDIS in the bubble as seen in the title sequence. Little thing there, articulated figures, limited edition. And we have a picture of two kids playing with a Dapol TARDIS. Right there. And the side of the place set packaging. We have the pictures of some of the items that will be coming soon, or are released. Unfortunately, it's not actually pictures of the toys, it's just pictures from the show. The Doctor, a Time Lord from Gallifrey. Mel, the last companion of the 6th Doctor and the first companion of the 7th. K9, the Doctor's personal robot dog computer. The TARDIS control console. The Tetrap, the first monster to encounter the 7th Doctor. And a picture of a TARDIS from the Caves of Androzani. The TARDIS, although they haven't put TARDIS in capitals again. Time and relative dimensions, rather than dimension, in space. The Doctor's time machine. Let's just open this setup. This sheet of plastic is the base of the console room. You have the console there in its pentagonal goodness, rather than hexagonal. You've got Mel, you've got K9, you've got the Doctor, and you've got the TARDIS. So, let's get to work and put this together, shall we? And there it is, the Dapol console room. So, besides the odd 5-sided console, which, as we all know, should be 6 sides, I've always loved this. It's a really nice set, and you can assemble it in 2 different ways. This is the traditional way, but I've always done it. Unfortunately, unlike the proper TARDIS, you don't have the big doors. You just have the police box doors, which open like so. This one also opens outwards, but if you look carefully, there's a little tab there stopping you from doing so, because generally speaking, on the police box, that door never opened, but you can actually just pop it over like that, and open both doors like so. And the middle piece is a separate piece that's hidden in the packaging. You can't see it, the police box bits are on top. So you have your McCoy, which is the original release with the closed fist and flat hand. Time of the Rounding Mal, and K9, who's green. More on him later. And of course you have the console. Look at that. Now, you may or may not be able to hear me over the sound of the motor. So, as I've said, Mel is the same, the Doctor's the same. Something slightly different about the 7th Doctor in this set is the umbrella. Now, as you can see, this umbrella has all the paint still on it. Now, this is one from a carded release. Look at the difference in thickness of the question marks. This is a lot better, but I think they probably changed it because it is so thin, it would snap quite easily. And then we have the green K9. A very interesting figure, to say the least. This one still has the working tail and nodding head, and I'll show you that in a minute. Why is it green? They somehow mistakenly thought that K9 was green. Again, the reference material that they were using must have been hopeless, but they soon rectified it. And here we go. Here is the nodding head K9. I'll try and catch this on film. He does dart across quite quickly. And just in case you never saw it, I'll do it that way. You probably didn't catch that. It is pretty quick, but it gives you a rough idea of how it worked. This is another way you could set up the console room walls, and it was sort of on a weird angle like that. I suppose it doesn't really make it any bigger, but it gives it a bit more of an interesting shape. And you can see they just fit in the corners. There we have it. Now, at the time, this was easily the most... This is probably one of the most accurate TARDISes that had been released. And the TARDIS is famous for its flashing light, which starts off, as you can see, it's pretty powerful. If you can hear that ding, that's the ding of the light bulb. So rather than the traditional whoop, we have a ding. So this TARDIS, the police box, was also available separately from the console room. These TARDISes were moulded in grey plastic, then painted blue, and we've got this nice sort of blue shine to it. Later TARDISes were completely moulded in blue plastic to make it cheaper, and the roundels painted, which meant that the insides were all blue, which I hated. I really couldn't stand it, and it was a real drop in the quality of the original models. The windows were now no longer grey, but these were painted silver. You may not be able to see it very well on camera. Visualization sound. A TARDIS in flight sound, which is from the 4th Doctor era. And a materialization sound. And then that just goes round on a loop. So as you can see, the light flash is not as bright as on the original. And as you can see, it's a lot quicker, which I don't like. I prefer the slower light, which is more like the on-screen prop. Generally, it does vary. And then that was it. It's very rare to get this Sound Effects TARDIS. This and the console room set are quite rare items. So there's 4 Dapol TARDISes. The console room one, Sound Effects one, another console room one which was sadly slightly scuffed with paint, now customised, and then another one which came in the 3rd Doctor collector's, the 3rd Doctor box set, which is also broken, the doors come off. So, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.